Well, what are we going to talk about?
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Welcome to the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'll make it pop.
With your host, Parker. Featuring the sultry sounds of Fred and also Allan on the board.
Let's go already!
And now, let's start the damn show.
Welcome, one and all, to the 140th edition of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. Now, Allan, I got a joke for you to start this one off.
All right.
What has 6 arms, 6 balls, and no plan whatsoever? That's right. Our show. Well, we might have less than 6 balls. I don't know. We're so glad you joined us, and we can't thank you enough for your support.
One.
Hey, it's gonna happen. You know, six arms, 5 balls, 2 scrotums, and that's the end. We can't thank you enough for your support on X, Facebook, Instagram, and our TikTok. Oh yeah, X. That's right. You can always check us out at blcpodcast.com and listen to us every day on your favorite podcast platform. And now, oh yeah, don't forget to like and review the show and tell us things about it. If there's something you want us to talk about, if you want to get our wild takes on whatever bakes your bread, then just
Cuddles your nuts.
Well, yeah, whatever cuddles your nuts, as Fred would say.
Whatever
I assume that's what he
your
said.
buns.
That's right. Whatever tweaks your deeks.
Your fat nipples.
Yeah, there you go. Make your shirt off, Fred.
Big old fat nipples. Hey, thank you for introducing me if you did. I didn't remember.
I didn't get a chance to.
Okay, well,
so
sorry.
You're not welcome, Fred. But welcome to the show now, Fred. Now you're welcome.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And as always, I'd like to welcome Allan. OGD.
Yeah, that's me.
On the board.
Allan.
That's right.
Going on forever. Allan is finally back from his worldwide vacation to Florida.
Yes, well,
He took in all the world he could. Yeah, he made it out. No gators got you?
No.
That's pretty good.
PTSD.
Yeah, well, I mean, they may get me next
I
week.
don't even know what that means. You never know.
I was in Florida, so you know.
Right, but you're back
Florida, man. And
yeah, it's not PTSD, it's STD that you got to worry about. So, and he got plenty of those. He ordered the variety pack. Welcome back. We're so glad you joined us, Allan, I guess, and you know everybody else too. So, Fred, what's new with you this week, buddy?
Man, I'm telling you, man, this is something that has gotten me. And I want you to look it up. I've been trying to watch this documentary, and it's called "My Brother is a Serial Killer."
My brother, I don't want to type that.
Nah, that's with your algorithm.
Yeah, dude.
Your algorithm is messed up.
well, technically, Parker's brother may be one, or stepbrother.
I don't have a brother. Oh yeah, oh that's true.
Yeah, stepbrother.
Damn, you're right.
So evidently, this dude was convicted and found guilty.
My brother is a serial killer.
Is a serial killer?
My brother, the serial killer.
The serial killer. Okay, the serial killer. So like it's on Amazon and I want to watch it, but I can't watch it.
Why can't you watch
it? I don't know, like Amazon won't. It's like
it says it's currently unavailable to watch.
But I have like a conspiracy behind it.
Oh.
This guy, like I said, he's a serial killer. He confessed to killing Nicole Brown.
Yeah, I see that.
And Ryan Goldman. And it was never brought up.
What?
So is the guy's name OJ?
The guy's name is Glenn Rogers. And we don't usually give, we don't want to give the terrorists any credit.
Wait. Time out.
You, Raj?
So this guy says he killed Nicole Brown Simpson
and 70
and he was her gardener.
So
Boom.
and we can't watch this because
I can't watch it because it won't let me.
Amazon won't let you watch it.
It's currently unavailable.
was it currently unavailable in the States?
It's not currently unavailable on Vimeo.
Because that means you can
And
get a
Venmo?
VPN
I'm
and
not-
get the
No,
VPN.
Vimeo.
Use a
Vimeo.
VPN and change
Yeah.
your put it like you live in Canada. Or
He
something.
doesn't know how to VPN stuff.
I don't know.
He just called Venmo Vimeo, or you called whatever.
No, that's me. I call it Vimeo.
Yeah, you all both call it stupid things. But yes, you can watch it on Vimeo if you'd like.
It's Venmo.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's Venmo. Are you listening, Penny? It's Venmo.
Yeah.
Right, call it out. Get her. Welcome to the show. So, well, yeah. So apparently, it's about this dude, like I said, G-Raj, also known as the Cross Country Killer,
Cross country kill.
and he was convicted of 2 murders, armed robbery, and arson in the 90s in Florida and California. However, he is, he said. There's a lot to read about this. Dude says he killed 70 people.
70 people.
And including, like you said, Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still
He
alive.
said he did it. Yeah. I mean, well, I guess.
So the documentary is them investigating the claims that he killed them.
Right.
So it's all about that, you know.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, and people listening, I'm pretty sure this is the first place you've heard this.
Yeah. And okay, so in years long, let me give you a little snippet of it. Okay.
Give me some
This is going to fall to Fred's conspiracy corner, I'm afraid. In this year long, okay, hold on. Okay, so Anthony Mioli, Rogers later spoke to a criminal profile named Anthony Mioli about the Goldman Simpson murders, providing details about the crime and remarking that he had been hired by OJ to steal a pair of earrings and potentially murder Nicole. In his years-long correspondence beginning in 2009 with Miolis, the investigator, C-Raj wrote about and created paintings pointing towards his involvement with the murders. He painted his scene. During a personal prison meeting between the two, Rogers said he was hired by OJ to break into Brown's house and steal some expensive jewelry, and that Simpson told him, quote, "You may have to kill the bitch." As it investigates claims by the Rogers family that Glenn Rogers is behind the murders, it includes a filmed interview with his brother Clay, where Clay asserts his brother confessed his involvement multiple times, and says, he had been working for Nicole Brown Simpson since 1994, and he had made verbal threats about her to his family. So there you go. And it says he even had details about the crime and all this other stuff that they didn't take into account.
Marsha Clark, where all this shit's happening.
Oh man!
Oh, I didn't remember.
She ain't poking her head back about the same.
I remembered her name and I just said it.
I realized that that's how Nancy Grace got her start.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Nancy Grace got her start.
She was on Court TV.
Look at that. OJ gives and he takes. R.I.P. buddy.
Dude, actually, OJ trial is what started Court TV, and
it arguably started the reality TV show that we now live in.
Yeah.
Besides the People's Court was before then.
Bam, bam. But like Court TV was 24 hours.
Bam, 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 bam.
Of court. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's crazy how like that's such a big genre, like Court TV. Court.
People love that.
People like watching other people in trouble.
Right, yeah.
And then they're like, I didn't get caught.
Thank God I didn't get caught.
Yeah. It's true, man.
Fucking idiot. Like, how would they do that? You know what I mean?
Nope. Hey, every crime I've committed afterwards, I was like, ooh, that was close. Could have been on cops any minute.
Allegedly.
Well, and then they had, allegedly attempted to do. No,
yes,
I'm writing myself into a worse crime than I've ever committed as a kill, do, murder. No, that's like, what was it? What was that cop show that was on in Greenville?
Live
911, Live PD.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So like,
I used to ride around on like Friday.
I was gonna say, I bet you there were people riding around like looking for those dudes.
I worked with the dude that his dad was on there in Colombia, and they were following him, and they bopped the tires out of his truck, and he was going down the road, and they arrested him. And the next Monday, man, he was like, "Man, my dad was on TV. You guys want to light it TV?" Yeah, he's like all excited.
Man, that's street cred right there, though, man.
Hey, that is street cred.
If it was on Cops or Live PD, that's street cred, man.
That's the Martha Stewart.
Man, that was every Sunday night, man. You watch Cops.
Yeah.
Was it after the Simpsons or before?
What I thought was weird, like when I did,
it was the 7 to 8, and then the Simpsons started at 8.
Yeah.
When I did my little bid or whatever, like that was like a main thing too. Like everybody that love court TV and Cops and shit, man. I'm like,
so you were watching that in prison?
In prison, yeah.
Well, I get that, man. I get that.
No.
Okay. So look. Let me. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
So here's what this is the equivalent. Okay, right?
I got hooked on soap operas.
So this weekend, over this past weekend, weekend before last, I guess now, was the NFL draft, right?
Right.
Yeah. So every player, every fan of a team wanted to see what player was going to be on their team. So I'm sure all the prisoners were like, let's see who's coming in next. Who's the rookie? Like, oh, that dumb son of a bitch, he did that. I can't wait to get him here.
That's
the draft for them.
You don't go to jail.
Cops that they do it. They'd be running, and the camera would just turn black, and they'd be like, he fell, and the guy's all fucking blue, all bloody. He fell.
yeah, or like catch up to him eventually, and be like, nothing to see here, guys.
What I saw one time was this dude was running, and the cop that was chasing him had one leg, and he caught him.
Wow!
Like he caught him. He tried to hop over a fence,
and he's like, finally,
yeah.
I've been training. He's like in an open field. I can't catch up to him. But if it's jumping over a fence with the one where you have to tuck your other leg, I got this motherfucker.
I got him. Got his ass. That was
finally all the training.
It was like that movie with Run, Ronnie, Run.
Yeah.
Based on that shit, It was the guy ran from the cops.
There was one guy who hid up under the kiddie pool.
Yeah. That was at the beginning. They would all show him in the kiddie pool.
He's all curled in the fetal position.
Yeah, he's like, he went that way.
Yeah.
That's so funny. But then you see, like, I'm sure you've seen it too, where they're like the opposite of that, where it's like some dude's being chased by the cops or whatever, and then he like turns the corner and like starts walking, just like turns around, starts walking the opposite way.
Yeah.
And the cops are like, or the other way, and he's just like,
yeah.
You know what? I'm not in favor of people who do crimes getting away with it, right? But I do feel like, and that's what I was going to say. I feel like if it's like a minor crime, like nobody gets hurt or anything like that,
right.
and you can outsmart the cops, you should get away with that. You should be like, you know what? One for me.
I saw that.
Because if you get caught, you're done.
I saw a dude, this was like on a clip on the internet or whatever. Dude was being chased by the police in the car and whips a corner. And as the car is like turning, he hops out and lets the car go and just
walks the opposite way.
Just walks away, and the police like just run down the car. You know what I mean? He hopped out so smooth out of that thing, man. Like,
smart move.
I was like, yeah, go ahead. You deserve that one.
Yeah, like that's one for the good guy or the bad guys.
One get out of jail free card, buddy.
That might be his move. That guy could be like, he could be the best car thief in the world, and that's his move every time. I just steal the cars and then I spin them out and step up.
I did that one time. I remember me and some friends, we were riding around, and I'm not proud of this. Allegedly.
Feed did that, not Fred. Feed.
Yeah, Feed.
This is the old
Fred's AI.
This is the old Feed.
It was Feed.
And like, I didn't have a license at this time, you know what I mean? And like, if I'd have got pulled over, I'd have went to jail for sure.
Sure.
So like, we're riding down the road, and then a cop passes me. I'm going this way. Cop passes me, and I see in the rearview mirror that they turned around, and I was like, "Fuck." So I gunned it. You know what I mean? I gunned it and like whipped into this apartment complex that I knew about. Like, and the parking lot was like, you go in, you take a right, and you take a left, and you take a right. You know what I'm saying? It was like very weavy. You know what I mean? So I was like, maybe I could dip in, hit a parking spot, and turn my lights out.
Right.
And so I did that shit, but bam, she got in right behind me anyway. And I was like, oh shit. And I hopped out the car, and my senses, I don't know, must have been so heightened that I heard like an argument from a balcony, like in the apartment, like it's the guy and the girl arguing. And the cop was like, what are you doing? Freeze, don't move. I was like, I'm sorry, officer. My friend called me. She said her boyfriend was whipping her ass. You know what I'm saying? And the cop goes, you stay right there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
gotta go.
Went over and rushed up there to the apartment.
Yeah, that car, you took off.
And that poor dude. That dude was up there like, no, I just said I didn't want cheese on my burger. I just didn't want cheese on it. And she's like, you're under arrest, motherfucker.
They were watching wrestling.
3 people that were with me in the car just like shell shocked. They don't know what the fuck is going on.
But that's 1 point for you.
Yeah, dude. I got out of that one, man.
You can get out of it. You earned it. And you didn't hurt anybody.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't hurt anybody.
No.
I went straight home after that. You know what I mean?
And never did another crime again.
Never did another crime again.
Exactly.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Well, you can say when you didn't do it. You don't have to say allegedly. You can just say I didn't do it.
In his case, he has to say allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Because remember a water truck.
Yeah, allegedly. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Water truck.
Yeah, there was a bunch of other alleged things that happened after.
Yeah. Oh man, done so much shit. But those days are behind
so
you.
I was going to say, so when our kids grow up and listen to the show, eventually, like they will, like they really will, they're going to be like, "Wow, Dad did that, huh? Dad's possibly a serial killer. Cool."
Yeah,
allegedly.
Yes, I used to allegedly do that a lot too.
Yeah,
we know. Oh, we're well aware of that.
That was in the youth, though. You know what I'm saying? That's
right.
You're supposed to be young, dumb,
right? And back when you could get away with things,
do stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah,
you can't get away with things now. So
really, you can't get away with stuff, man. You can't
feel bad for my kids. Like
you can't get away with tomfoolery.
Not like you used to when I was.
Well, no, because everybody's
kids take their tomfoolery too far.
Yep, it's true. It's true. And there's also all these social apps like Nextdoor or whatever, where it's like, did you see somebody? It's always some old lady. Did you see somebody walking through our neighborhood yesterday? And they're like,
it's a snitching app.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, you never seen that? Oh, you don't live in a neighborhood.
This place is full of this world's full of rats now, man.
Dude, I saw one today. I saw one today. The lady's like, who are these kids? Or it might have been a lady. I don't know. This person was like, who do these kids think they are walking on my driveway? There's a picture of 3 kids, young teenage kids just walking.
Just walking.
And she's like, who do they think they are? Blah, blah, blah. This has got to stop. And I'm like, what is wrong with you people, man?
People are stupid now.
Insane.
It's crazy, but it's always something like that. Like every friggin' day, it's something like that.
And back in the day, there was always like one neighbor who was like that.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? There was always just like the one guy in the neighborhood or old woman in the neighborhood who was.
And that was fine. You knew who he was.
You knew who it was. You didn't fuck with him, stay off the lawn or whatever, you know what I mean? But now it's all of them, man. It's all of them.
Now you don't know.
Right.
Not only do they snitch on you, they are anonymous about it.
Yeah.
Right. And they all have cameras so they can catch you doing whatever you do.
Yes.
Telling you,
everywhere has a camera, man.
It's crazy. Yeah, no, I feel the same way. Like I said, there used to be this thing that people would say called boys would be boys.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, okay, so they're going to fuck around. That's fine.
Right, yeah.
Now girls will be boys. And boys will be girls.
Oh, here we go. Here we go with Allan on his thing.
I don't care. You know that.
I know. I'm aware. I'm aware of that, Allan.
But you're right. I mean, everybody's a snitch now, and nobody knows who the snitch is. Before, when somebody would snitch on you, like when the old people, not the old people, the adults would snitch on you. Like, for example, if you were in the park smoking weed, and they'd call your parents, when you got home, your parents would be like, hey, neighbor such and such saw you smoking weed and called me.
Yeah, now it's cops.
Yeah, but now it's like somebody told me you were smoking weed. It's like, well, who was it? Somebody did.
Yeah.
Like,
they said it on the neighborhood.
I need to know. Yeah, exactly.
That's on the neighborhood app here, the next door.
Yeah. Look, I got
just You hitting a
got
little
a
roach and
video.
shit, because you couldn't afford weed, so you had that little roach, and that little roach would just get you high as fuck.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Allegedly.
Specifically my kids. Don't do drugs.
It was the accumulation of my mother's roaches.
Right.
Everything is like 5 or 6 roaches out. Like, and be like, she ain't gonna notice that one. That one's small. Let me
just take the stuff out of it.
You can't smoke it. It didn't because it's so small. I'll just eat it. It'll do the same thing.
Those are real animals before they had animals.
Once again, kids, don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. Yeah. Allegedly.
Speaking of kids,
that's all allegedly.
That reminds me of the sponsor of tonight's show, Allan. Yeah, no, it's great. This is a good one. Allan, are you ready? I know you love television,
yes,
right?
I do.
You love things that are on the Max channel, which is to say, TLC and Discovery and all that other stuff. Well, Allan, hold on to your biscuits because it's finally time for season 14 of the 7 Little Johnstons.
All right.
That's right. The 7 Little Johnstons, only available on TLC. They are the subjects of a reality documentary series known as the world's largest known family of achondroplastia dwarfs. So there's 7 of them. Yeah. They're little, and there's Johnstons everywhere.
So is it Snow White? Yeah, there's 7 dwarfs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. But these are the 7 Little Johnstons. Which, when I read this, when they initially approached us, I swore it said 7 Little Johnsons, and I was like, I would love to watch the micro penis show. Like, we follow 7 men as they fail to do it.
The daily lives of having small cocks.
Of having little to no penis. Like,
you don't know how hard it is being small, man.
Like,
literally.
How hard is the problem? Exactly.
I don't have the confidence.
The cockfidence.
Confidence.
The Riz. The Riz, actually, Fred, is what they call it.
You don't know how hard. You don't know how hard it is to have a small
innie. To have an innie.
Get some stuff and go to the bar and nobody notices you. And I'll be dancing and people don't notice that they trip over me. And they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'll be like, oh, wait a second. Look at my cock.
You're like, you can't.
You can't see it.
It's an innie.
It's tiny.
Baby Allan, baby producer is my favorite. That's micro penis himself, Fred. That's just little. Hey, wait, no, that's my initials. No, my little micro penis. Never little MB. Never. I always thought my initials stood for massive.
Massive pecker.
Yeah. So yeah, everybody tune in to season 14 of the 7 Little Johnsons. Hey, what are those Johnsons getting into? You'll find out.
Season 1 of Matt's new show.
That's right. MP and me.
MP and me.
MP and me. The story of the little penis that couldn't.
The man who befriended the man.
Yeah.
Small penis.
This week, we're at the highway department.
I'm here to get my license.
Smile for the camera, sir.
Smiling. Yay!
I wish Allan would do a reality show.
I live a reality show.
Do it.
Would you do the micro penis one? Because a lot of those are set up. Like, obviously, we've talked about that before.
Oh yeah, that's
it's all. Yeah, but dude,
penis one would be a setup.
I'm saying, dude,
if it was like real,
they can't show
really real, that would be way better. You know what I'm saying? But
oh yeah,
it would
like. I don't know.
Be like,
you have to have like real reality show.
Real reality show.
What was that app?
At one time, they probably did have at one time.
They should do one.
Well, there was an app.
$15 an hour.
What was that app? I'd watch that. They would not like that. There was an app that was called like Be Real or Real Time or something where like for 2 minutes a day they would be like, you have to take a picture of
where you're
what's going on right now. Yeah. And it took like one with the front and one with the back. So like you would see, you couldn't like posture and be like, oh, look, I'm on a volcano or whatever.
Right.
Like I was thinking about that yesterday because I was like, man, how many people took pictures on the toilet? Like, what else could you do?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're pooping, you can't
that one with that chick that she was doing the dance and she was on the toilet. Yeah, she's like, I'm on the toilet, and she went viral because of that shit.
Yeah, hey, that's all it takes. If you dance on enough toilets, you'll go viral too, Allan.
That was another app where like people would just walk around and film their day. You know what I'm saying? It was
called Vine.
You know? Wasn't a Vine. Vine was just like little
that
clips.
sounds like
Vine was the original TikTok, I guess.
In a way, short form content.
Right. But like that's what they did, and I think we talked about that before. It was the one where the dude Andy Dick was on.
Yeah,
like the people were using Andy Dick to like boost up their views
right.
Yeah, they were fighting over him.
I read something about Andy Dick the other day about him being still fucked up.
Yeah,
right.
He was like walking down. He was like walking down the road with a pipe in his hand, and not like a weed pipe.
It's just like a lead pipe.
Like a lead pipe?
Like a crack pipe.
Oh, like a crack pipe. I thought he was doing.
No, that would have been awesome if he was walking around the road.
80s gang style, like
you know, it's kind of crazy.
Chain.
When them Halloween, when the Hollywood people go crazy, I mean, they do the lead pipe shit.
They go,
Charlie Sheen with the machete.
Yeah, here you go. Here's Andy Dick. Oh, no thanks.
Oh,
smoking his little crack pipe. That's definitely what that is.
Damn.
I thought he was dead.
He said he looks disheveled.
Staggering down LA streets, talking to himself as he smokes from pipe.
Yeah, but that may be a weed pipe.
Might be.
He's lighting from the bottom.
Andy Dick looks fine.
Yeah, damn.
Sitting on a sidewalk, socks and Crocs. Man, you can't.
No,
poor guy. I thought he was dead. I really did.
From the top to the bottom, dude. I mean, he wasn't on top. I wouldn't even say he was on top.
Like, he was pretty popular for a while.
He was very popular, you know what I'm saying?
Arguably more popular.
Maybe like 2 years. He was like.
He was in news radio. He was a big, and he was like he was on some other stuff. He did some stuff.
Did the Andy Dick show.
Yeah, he had his own show.
He had his own show, yeah.
OJ never had his own show.
No.
See? So there you go. I would have, if he did, it would have been called Serial Killer, and it'd have been about breakfast foods.
Yeah,
because that's what you have to do. Yeah, him and Martha Stewart talking about cereals,
gourmet cereal.
Yeah, she's like, look at this one. I learned how to make this cereal in the toilet at the women's prison.
Yeah.
This one's called Tiger's Blood.
He's like, Tiger's Blood. OJ's like, stab it with the spoon.
Yeah. But all the prison food, I mean, basically, I'll be with ramen.
Dude, I feel like, have you ever seen that with the people that do the prison food stuff where they like make like these amazing dishes?
I saw it in person.
Right. Oh, that's true. That's true. And I've seen interviews with them.
I eat that shit.
I was just saying, I've seen interviews where people, after they get out, they're like, oh, well, you used to do all this stuff in prison. Like, do you still make that? And they're like, hell no, I don't make that. I'll never make that again.
No.
He's like, I had to make that because I wanted to eat. Now I can go to McDonald's or whatever I want.
I seen them make that. I seen them make like stupid shit. They called it a Snicker dog. And it was a Snicker dog. And what you did, you get like a Snickers and a honey bun.
I'm not gonna lie, this is sounding pretty good so far.
You put the Snickers inside the honey bun and fold it and put it back in the honey bun paper, and then you have to like sit it on top of the TV.
So it'll melt.
That'll get warm.
Dude, I know you're laughing. That sounds delicious.
That sounds dangerous.
I might have to make that during the break.
Damn, it probably looks like diarrhea shit.
It sounds diabetes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It does sound like that. There you go. Allan loves it.
Like, no, man. But like I think we talked about it before, but I've seen like, cats be real ingenious with like, how to maneuver like in prison, like, like if somebody would get some cigarettes because you can't smoke in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You might get a cigarette or two in there or some loose tobacco you can roll up. But they would put, and this is so dangerous, they would put like 2 staples in the electrical socket. Like put one in one side and put one in, and then take like a pencil lead and like touch them with toilet paper wrapped around the front of it.
Yeah.
Touch it and poof, it would catch fire.
Right.
And like that, you light your cigarette up, you know, and go in there and smoke it. Like, it's like I would have never thought of it.
Dude, that's
like,
genius though.
That's what puts us ahead of the beasts.
Yeah,
Do shit like, yeah, really.
And you're like, some of those guys, you're like, damn, if you'd have been this smart outside, you wouldn't have gotten caught.
You could have been an electrical engineer. You know what I mean?
All you had to do was turn that corner and walk the other way. Turn around and walk back. Change your hat. Telling you. It's crazy, man. But desperation will do that to you.
I seen them like pass notes. We was in like a circular area.
Yeah.
It was real small. It's probably like a 30 by 30 area in the middle, and then cells all around the outside circle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you wanted to send a note, like you would get the paper and like fold it up. You want to send it to the guy, you know, across the way. They have like rip up a bed sheet to make a line and then throw that shit across the floor, a zip line, and it would go right up under the door to the other guy. He would get it and then he just pull the line back. I mean, it's crazy, man.
Crazy, man.
Crazy.
Again, hey.
Man. You gotta do
what you gotta do, man.
I mean, they adapt. We as humans adapt with the resources.
All that just to say, do you want a Snicker dog or not?
Yeah. It's gonna cost you 3 envelopes. That's right. Because that was the currency. It was like they had envelopes with a stamp on it already.
Right.
So you can mail out letters or whatever. And that was like, you know, you could trade that. You could trade underwear. You could trade tobacco. I mean, there's a real barter system in there.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah.
Did you have to write letters, or did your family come and visit?
A bit of both. I've done both, man. Like the stint that I did a year in county, a year day to day. Like from the day I got arrested to the day I went to court, and got sentenced. I did a year in the county jail, and that was probably the worst part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because
you can't get comfortable and like
you're in like 10-man cells,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
You don't know what's going on because you haven't been sentenced or anything, you know.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You got a TV, but it's like I said, it's 10 people in there, and you're all, you know. If somebody don't want to watch what you're watching, you know, then there's an argument, and it's a lot of tension in the county.
Sure.
And like you said, you don't know what's going on, so and then you find out your girl out there. Fuck one of the dudes from
Cheers.
Silk.
Oh, damn.
So it's very tense inside.
I feel like that may have.
Damn.
Friends like, you know, she went to TCBY.
That really happened too. Like, I found out like my girlfriend slept with a dude from the Freak Me. Oh, yeah. That band, yeah. And that was like, yeah, dude.
That's what made Freddie do his second set.
Allegedly, that actually happened.
That actually fucking happened. Like, I found that out. And then, like, Silk was like #1 at that time, you know. So that song.
So were you jamming to Silk?
In my bedroom. That shit. Oh my god!
But did you know when you were jamming to that, or
no? Like this happened when I was locked up. I was like,
so you were jamming to that shit when you were in prison?
No, because I'm in prison and like ain't no meeting in my bed.
Well, that is true. If you were jamming to that, then that's
got a jam.
No, I'm not like, yo, this song is hot, dog, right?
Yeah, like, damn, I'd bang this guy.
No,
I thought we were gonna. Yeah,
I was gonna do it.
I heard it too. I was like a ghost.
I did. I hit the button and everything, and then I was like, nah, I can't do that.
You should.
Because they had this station on the TV and it was called The Box, I think. And what you could do was this was like,
where's the music now?
It was a service where you could call up and pay to have the video you want played.
Oh,
like it's like $1.99. You call them up and be like, yo, play this, that, and the other. Well, they wouldn't play whole videos.
Play Dave Matthews Band.
But they would play like a minute snippet of the video.
Okay. Yeah, play some Silk.
Right. So that was like how we got our music in there. Was like, you know what I mean? And then that fucking Silk shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting in that fucking bed just like,
you're like that motherfucker.
That fucking bitch. I can't get my hands on. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, it was pretty good.
With a little bump and grind.
Yeah.
Poor Fred.
Yeah, that was that time.
That probably was around that time, yeah.
Yeah. Fucking R. Kelly.
Yeah,
my body.
So I did it. That was about the hardest, you know what I'm saying, of that time. Because after I got sentenced, I went down to state.
Right.
And then went down to Columbia. And I did 6 months down there. And that shit was fucking easy. Like, only bad thing about it, like, that was the first time I ever felt like an actual slave. Because,
right. Well, you told us about that.
Okay, I told you about that. Was out there working the field. And,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like,
listening
no money.
And they're like, today we have a special.
I hadn't got over that because that was about at the beginning of the bid.
Oh, okay.
And this is, towards the end. So
yeah, you had a bunch of shit after that.
I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, man. So, like, I done got through the hard part.
And then 2 days before he got out, they were like, we're going to have a special concert appearance.
Yo,
from Snoke. And Fred's like, never! I'll kill you all.
I'm so glad it wasn't Boys to Men because, like,
when you went to Florida,
we saw Boys to Men. I'd have been like, yo, that would have just brought up like flashbacks.
Yeah, PTSD. See, there is PTSD in Florida.
Yeah, man. I'm like, I'll fucking kill you.
I'll meet you at the end of the road. All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast.
The Black Lincoln Collective Podcast will return after a word from our sponsors.
The new episode of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast just dropped on BLCpodcast.com. You want to come to the bathroom and listen to it?
Sure.
The Black Lincoln Collective Podcast, the only podcast for gays and gays in rest area bathrooms. This is the #1 rated podcast. She's what?
Is she a real whore?
She's a real whore now.
Oh, there you go. It worked out great for everybody.
So she does still put out, huh?
There you go. Never fails. Welcome back to the 140th edition of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. All we've talked about for the last hour has been Fred's cheating ass slut of an ex-girlfriend. What a bitch.
It's Silk.
It's fucking Silk.
That's what this should be totally the name of this episode. F Silk. We should try to get him on the show. We should try to get him on the show.
Like cotton pajamas.
What if we try to get him on the show?
Let's
do it.
I don't want that fucking drama.
But then you could like address it.
Yeah.
Start a rap beef with him.
What would he? Man, you fuck my girl, man.
Yeah, like, did you bang this girl at that place that used to be called Characters?
I banged a lot of girls.
Yeah.
The year was 1999.
Now, let me take you back.
It was probably like August. That's right, September. It's right my birthday.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, yeah, well, she told me she was hooking me up with you. I was waiting for you. He's
he's gay. He's gay.
Turn out he's gay. He's waiting for you.
We knew it. That's really what happened. His friend's like, I wanted to do
with Puffy.
I wanted to bang him.
Well, you never know. He was part of that group, Puffy and Jay-Z and all that.
He was on the team.
All that. Oh, yeah.
He was on the team. Well, thank you for listening still, if you are, for some reason.
Right.
It's time for a brand new segment, Fred. One that we like to call the Worldwide What? Allan, look at that. He got all the H's and everything. So, Fred, this is going to be our viral take on the viral stories that are virally viral right now. And I'd like to start just down the road from us, Fred. This comes from our friends. Whoa, there's a lot of Fred all of a sudden.
There's a lot of forehead.
I don't know what he's doing, but it's freaking me out. So what? So, Fred, you live in the great state of South Carolina. Do you not?
Oh,
I do.
Well, Fred, do you know what cicadas are?
I do.
Oh, yes.
You actually live really close to Newberry County, too. So, Fred, the emerging cicadas are so loud that in Newberry County, which is right down the road from us,
right,
tons of listeners there, probably cicadas, probably can't hear us. They probably haven't been listening because they can't hear us over the cicadas. Yeah. So the residents are calling the sheriff's office and telling them that they can hear sirens and loud roars, which is really just the sound of the cicadas trying to attract a mate. Yeah. That's how they sing.
Yeah. I found one. Like I was digging in the ground for something, and I found
I bet you were.
This pod, this
ew.
nasty looking thing, man. It was like an acorn. It was huge.
They got their red eyes and shit.
Yeah, they're evil.
It was just like a grub type thing. And I was like, "What is this?" And
that's called a nymph.
Yeah, I took a picture of it and sent it to Reddit, and that's what they said it was. It was cicadas.
This is Reddit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Old friends Reddit. Well, yeah, so it's been over a decade since the cicadas went dormant, and now they're back, and they're great.
The vengeance.
So, yeah, the noisiest cicadas are moving around the county of about 38,000 people, about 40 miles northwest of Columbia, South Carolina. Prompting calls from different locations as the day wore on. It said trillions of red-eye periodical cicadas are emerging from underground in the eastern U.S. this month. The broods emerging are on 13 or 17-year cycles. So it says their collective song could be as loud as jet engines, and scientists who study them often wear earmuffs to protect their hearing.
Really?
You know that? No.
Yeah, no, it's I was working in Greenwood County.
Yeah,
dude, they were loud. I mean,
really?
Yes, it was like a roaring noise.
I thought it was like crickets. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's like it's hard to explain. It's like a higher pitched jet engine.
Yeah, that's what they said. It could be sounds like a jet engine or sounds like sirens.
Yeah,
or like.
Really?
I mean, you got to think they're talking about. They're saying trillions of them are coming. Like,
yeah,
that's a lot.
It's a lot.
I don't know what Allan's listening to.
I thought the fan. I was going to see if the fan had that sound like they
had the cicada setting.
Yeah, but it was loud, and at the beginning, I didn't realize what it was.
Yeah,
it was like, man, what's that noise? And it just got louder and louder and louder. And by midday, and then when I drove back home, I went through like this road that's just a bunch of trees, and it was so loud that I had the windows up and the radio going, and you can actually hear them inside the truck.
That's crazy.
Well, the good news is, Fred, that they pose no serious danger to humans or animals.
No,
so they're just a bunch of little douchebags.
Unless you lose your hearing.
Right. Well, yes, that's true. They can play the long game.
Who needs that?
You're playing the long game, these cicadas. These dirty sons of bitches. They're like, we can't do anything except make you dead. So we'll do that. Well, Fred, if that's not scary enough, if you're not if the
quiet place.
If the sound, yeah, right. Well, you could be in the quiet because then you could talk and they couldn't hear you. Yeah. Just saying. Well, Fred, if the cicadas are too loud from you, there's always a chance, or there's always the option for you, specifically you, Fred or Allan, to hop your little ass down to Miami and hop on a nudist adventure on the Big Nude Boat Cruise, scheduled to sail from Florida in just a few months.
Nobody wants to do that.
Okay, Fred, let me ask you this question. Let's say you were an organizer of things, right?
Right.
And let's say that you were like, hey, I like to do naked people stuff, like I have nudist things, right? What do you think you would name your travel agency if you were to be in that line of work? If you only booked naked related things.
Adventures.
Bear bookings or something like that.
Oh, you're so close.
Yeah, like
you're so close. Think about the Jungle Book.
Buck naked trips.
Naked ass trips.
Naked trips.
I mean, that way they know what you're about, you know?
Yeah. No question about it. What's y'all doing on naked ass trips?
It's our dear friends from Bare Necessities Tour and Travel.
Oh, Bare Necessities.
That's right. They announced their newest nude cruise will be the Norwegian Sky cruise ship out of Miami. The Big Nude Boat 2025 will cruise on a 10-day trip going to the Caribbean with scheduled stops that include the Bahamas, Puerto Rico, Allan can hop on right there, and St. Lucia.
Be naked for 10 days, man.
Dude,
yeah.
Man, I bet you the crew, they're like, they got their things and they got set up and they're like, you guys are going to Miami. It's like, fucking hey, Miami, we're doing the Caribbean.
Like, hold on 1 second.
Oh, man.
Yeah, not again.
Fuck, man.
And they're like, well, can't you why can't you let the prisoners do that one?
It's not what you think. You know what I mean?
No, it is never what you think.
It's not gonna be.
No, it ain't. No.
Well, according to the cruise itinerary, closed-free experiences will be. No, I'd rather. Closed-free experiences will be planned throughout the trip, including nude beach days on private islands and nude days at sea. There will also be proper nudist etiquette and other rules for guests on board that include no photo zones around the pool area and in the dance venues, according to the cruise's policy. I'm saying, like, who wants to see that? Now, I will say the travel company, our buddies at Bare Necessities, did recommend that passengers bring some sort of casual clothing for the times they need to dress, along with a swimsuit, as not all excursions will be clothing optional. And lingerie and fetish wear will not be an acceptable form of clothing on board.
Nice.
So, right. If you want to get in on it, Fred, prices are starting right now. $2,000 for a double room for two people.
Actually, that's not bad.
It's not a bad deal.
You know, for that.
For two people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Caribbean cruise out of Miami. Fucking dude. All them islands. That's not bad.
10 days of butts and nuts.
Butt nakedness.
10 days of things you wish you never had to see. Because that's the thing, dude. We always, when you're
eye bleach.
10 days of me staying in my room.
Yeah.
Like, this was the biggest mistake I've ever made.
Can I just stay in my room and order room service?
Yeah, like just room service. Cool? It's not naked room service, is it?
Yeah.
Please don't let it be. No, because, in your head, Fred, you're like, oh, nudist, a bunch of hot chicks and like sexy dudes walking around, a bunch of Henry Cavills with their abs out.
You're going to get the fucking like.
No, that's not what you get. You get the 86-year-old Jewish man.
Yeah.
He's like, look at this goiter.
Yeah. That the lady from Something About Mary.
No.
Yeah.
The one with the tan.
Yeah.
Some big bitch.
Yeah. Everybody was looking through the.
Yeah, it's all them titties.
He's looking to see the titties. It's like,
burn his eyes out.
Yeah.
Burn his damn eyes out.
Well, I mean, there is a chance that we could, it does start in February of next year, so we're not too far. Maybe we could make it an official show trip.
Nobody
just imagine.
I'm not going.
The BLC, rude, nude, and in a bad mood.
Where's the cruise with all the extra clothes? Like,
right, yeah. I'd like to take an Alaskan cruise, please. Yeah. They're like, hey, maybe it could be a nudist Alaska cruise.
Well, you don't ever take your clothes off.
The guy in the micro penis show could go on that cruise. He'd probably be really popular.
He could be like the stand-up act.
Yeah, like, hey,
stand-up act.
You just have to stand there. It's just
stand-up act.
Poor little.
Hello.
If you were a stand-up, Fred, if you were a stand-up act with the micro penis, would your name would kind of have to be like Little Dick, right?
Tiny Fred.
Yeah.
Tiny Fred.
Tiny Fred. Coming to the stage.
It's Tiny Fred with the tiny head, rocking you, rolling, and all. Please don't look below the waist. Quite a waist, ladies. Well, Fred, if you can't find love on the nudist, whatever, nude cruise, nude boat, the big nude boat, 2025, Fred, there's always dating apps, right?
Yeah,
I missed that. Like, well, I didn't get to experience that at all.
Right. Well, you know what, Fred? You should be glad you didn't, because it turns out that restaurants are starting to trick people on Tinder and other dating apps by posing as members of their interested sex or whatever, like dudes or whatever, and inviting them to dinner at their restaurant and standing them up, assuming that the people who, ladies or gentlemen, who are already at the restaurants will go ahead and eat dinner while they're there. It's a phenomenon known as food digging, and it preys upon a universal basic human emotion as its primary impetus to getting people to go out and visit their place of business, the pursuit of love and romance.
You're not going to get love here, but we got a great pasta.
But the special tonight is a lasagna. Oh.
For one.
Yeah, that's right. So, apparently people are pointing out, there's a bunch of viral TikTokers who are saying, they pointed out several instances where folks discovered that they were hoodwinked by a dating profile pretending to be a real person who was interested in meeting up with them for a date. However, the date request almost always shared a common theme. The potential love interest in question wanted to dine at one particular restaurant, which the other real person on the other end of the conversation would agree to and show up for. And so she said, y'all not restaurants out here scamming. So apparently this has happened a bunch of people, and I think this is hilarious personally.
I think it's awesome.
Is it illegal?
No,
it's not illegal. They're not making them eat there. They're just saying like, hey, look at my abs. You want to go to Applebee's?
It's dirty. I mean, it's just dirty, man, but it's funny.
You knew, Fred, you would know you were being catfished, because when they're like, hey, sexy lady, want to meet me at Long John Silver's at 8? You were like, well, nope.
Ahoy.
Ahoy there, dear.
Captain D's.
Here's my I'm going to send you a deck pic.
Yeah, Captain D's.
Get it?
It's a pic of my deck.
Get it? All right, check out this big deck.
Yeah, the biggest deck in the world. Uh-oh. They got him.
They got him. Yeah, he got caught by Captain D's.
I know what you did last summer.
That's right.
With that hook. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Worldwide what?
Worldwide. What happened to my internet? Oh, it's because I called out. It's because I called out Tinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
We figured that part out.
They got me again.
Got him again.
So one of the people is it's apparently Cheesecake Factory's been doing it.
Oh my god. Cheesecake, man.
Damn.
That's sad.
That's insane. That's insane.
So yeah, it said, somebody said, imagine the next episode of Catfish is at Applebee's. Which, like I said, that's like kind of my question is, what caliber of restaurant do you feel like are the ones that are doing this? Because it's not like Ruth's Chris.
Well, that was the thing too about like people talking about where you take them on the first date.
Yeah.
You know, so if like Applebee's is doing it, like that's a red flag right there.
That's a red flag. That should be a red flag, regardless if they're real or not.
Right. Applebee's. Or they got them Dollaritas.
Right. Like we gotta get them Dollaritas, girl.
Let's go pregame.
But see, I think that only depends on if it's a dude or a lady, because like if it's a lady, of course they have standards.
Right.
But if it's a gentleman
saying that he doesn't want to go to Applebee's?
No, I'm saying there's no gentleman that a girl's ever been like, hey, want to meet me at Senior Crabs?
Right.
There's no guy who's like, oh, that's a little sketchy. They're like, hell's yeah, let's go right now.
It wouldn't even matter. Yeah.
No, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
So
that's the difference.
You want to meet me at Burger King? Yeah.
I'm in.
Let's go.
Yeah. So
like Whopper Wednesday.
You know, if they wanted to make the money, really, what they have to do is they have to con the men.
Yeah.
Because most men are like, well, fuck it, I'm already here. Give me a couple of beers and then some.
I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing.
That's most likely what it is.
Yeah, but most men aren't going to get conned to go to Cheesecake Factory.
I don't know, man.
I mean, you're going to go there, but you're going to be like, oh, she's right. I'm getting the fuck out of here. You know, but if you're at Applebee's.
Once you get there, though, you're in their trap, their cheesecake trap.
No, but there's no beer.
There is beer at Cheesecake Factory.
Is there?
Yeah, dude. Do you think you could open a restaurant based solely on cheesecakes and 1,000 other stupid recipes and not have alcohol? Alcohol is the thing that makes the whole fucking engine run.
That's one thing I don't like about Cheesecake Factory. Their menu too damn big.
Their menu is humongous.
Is it?
You know,
like
you've never been. They have like 160 something dishes.
Yeah, they sit that shit down. Yeah. They sit that fucking book down.
Yeah.
Like
it's the tabletop. You sit down in the booth and the whole table is just the menu. That's how fucking big it is. No, seriously, it's like 150, 160 items, which means that they're all trash.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's nothing, you can't have that many things,
right?
And expect any of them to be good.
Well,
right.
Yeah, you got to have at least 5 or 6 good things, and that will sell everything else.
Yeah, that's all you need, really. You know.
Mm-hmm.
That's like Dollaritas.
5 or 6 things. Yeah.
All you need is Dollaritas. The rest will take care of itself. And that's probably what they were like. You know, I feel like Cheesecake Factory was probably like that, where they're like, "Look, we know how to make cheesecakes." Yeah. And they're like, now the first 150 people who come in here, whatever they order, we're going to put it on the menu. And then that way we know we get a good cross section of America. And the first guy's like, I want Cajun pasta. The second guy's like, I want fucking Asian rice salad. There, you got it.
You got it.
And it went all the way. I can't even think of 150
chicken
foods.
marsala. Yeah, they got everything. Man.
They do. I've never. I have I been there? I think I got it to go one time.
See, I've never been there.
I've been there twice.
I figured it was a place that you just got cheesecake and that was it. I didn't
know. No.
They do have a lot of cheesecake.
They do have a lot of cheesecake. I mean,
it's expensive though. It's too expensive.
It's too expensive.
I mean, you can go get a whole Sara Lee cheesecake for like the price of one slice of cheesecake.
Right, one slice. But they do have fancy ones though, Alan. If you like weird ass like chocolate mint chocolate cheesecakes and shit.
Damn, I'm looking at their menu and
how about you hit us with a couple highlights, Alan?
Shit. Oh
my god, look at this shit.
No, I might have to go.
I mean, they got flatbread pizzas, glam burgers,
clam chowder,
sandwiches, salads, lunch favorite. Oh, hold on,
all those are normal things to have.
That's fucking crazy.
And then 150.
I would. In my case, is Applebee's. You know, the lunch 3, or mostly for me is the Mexican. You know, Speedy Gonzalez.
Right.
You know what I want? Number one, give it a speed.
See, that's the kind of places that I would think would be doing. You know, like some Mexican restaurants, like, my God, we're gonna get her. You know, like we'll lure her in with $2 margaritas.
Yeah.
Well, the Mexican restaurant, you get the dudes there. You know,
it's true.
Don't show up, and it'd be like, she didn't show up. Happy hour, man. Just bring them on.
We go to fucking.
I mean, that's what I would do. I'd be like, well, I'm here
with the mariachi band.
That's right. Time to sing. Time to be like that guy that we saw, that like kid at the Mexican restaurant up the road. We were there on karaoke night. We didn't know it was karaoke night, and we were just eating. And this kid, we hear like, because it's on the other side, starts singing Lady Gaga. you know, like, and everybody at our table was like, damn, that person can sing. That girl is a really good singer. Like, she's really doing a good job on this Lady Gaga. And then when it's over, everybody claps, and then the person walks out. It's like a 7-year-old boy. And we were like, oh my God, that kid can sing, man. He is, you know what? So that's probably what really, that's how they catfish nowadays. And they're like, come on out.
It's dirty.
That's the only way they can get business, because most people don't eat out no more.
Yeah.
It's because it's so damn expensive, Alan. I don't want to be an old man yelling at clouds, but
it's expensive, man.
I wish I had the 7 Little Johnsons money instead of my amount of money.
Yeah, no, you ain't kidding. You're right.
Dude, McDonald's is expensive now.
Yeah, you'll spend $60 at McDonald's. Man.
For shit.
Yeah, for nothing.
For nothing.
That's it, man. You get $11. A freaking Big Mac meal is like $12.
Yep.
Now, and that's ridiculous.
That's insane.
That's un-American.
Man. No, that is un-American.
It really is. No, that's about as American as you can get.
Well, it is, and that's kind of what makes it sad. Is I'm like, I get it.
I can't wait till they be like, "Would you like a big ass fries?"
Yeah, you want big ass fries? Do you want the Heartstopper beverage 5,000?
Yeah.
Get what you in.
One straw for each artery. You know,
that's like. Remember when we went to Vegas? We were down by, you guys know what the Heart Attack Cafe is, right? And many listeners who don't know what it is, I'll tell them real quick. Heart Attack Cafe is a very famous burger joint in Las Vegas. I think there might be one in LA too, but there's definitely one in Vegas on the Strip. And the whole idea of it is like everything is terrifically bad for you. Yeah. So it's like a burger joint, burgers, hot dogs, chili, stuff like that. But they have a humongous scale out front. And if you weigh more than 350 pounds, your meal is free. And so when we were there, I was like, there's a part of me that wants to go over there and try it. But there's not a part of me that wants to be weighed in front of everyone.
Right.
And then for a free fucking cheeseburger.
Yeah.
And you know when you get it, because like I think they make you like sign a waiver. If you weigh over 350 and you eat there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, because they're trying to kill you. They don't mess around. They're trying to kill you.
They're trying to kill you.
They put the fucking fry grease on top of the burger.
Yeah, dude, they do. No, it's like dripping and like in a puddle.
Yeah.
And they're like, enjoy, fat. They all dress up like nurses and shit. I'm not even kidding. I wish I was kidding.
Yeah, he's right.
It's a great idea. It's a great business idea, Fred.
It's like Dick's.
It is like Dick's, except for dead.
Yeah, for dead. Dick's for dead.
Could a guy with a micro penis work at Dick's? He just does it to go.
They got chicks at Hooters with no titties, so yeah.
True.
They do have chicks.
Do you ever go to? Okay, I don't know about you guys. Like, I went to Hooters. I want to say like 3-4 months ago with a buddy of mine from work. It was so awkward. I feel so weird in those places.
Yeah, dude.
Because like I would like to believe that I'm not a creep, and I'm not a creep.
Right.
So like I don't want to be like, hey there, darling. I wish I could see your chicken wings or whatever.
No, you don't do that. You don't do that.
But there's always a guy in there that does do that.
Yes. And the thing that sucks is because Hooters wings are good.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah, they're good. So I go on Wednesdays and get it to go. And
that's what I say. The Wednesdays is like 10 wings for $10 or something like that.
10 wings for $10.
Really?
That's why we went, because we were like, what a deal.
Yeah.
And then we got there, and like the service was great. They were very nice. But the whole time I'm like, when the person would come over to the table, I'm just like, just some water, please. Like,
I mean, come on.
I'm married.
I mean, with 3/4 of the ladies there they don't even have boobs. So you're really not. There's nothing.
Yeah, really. I'm telling you, I don't understand how they stayed in business with Twin Peaks down the road.
Well, because food is good,
right? And Twin Peaks food is questionable, and the women there have no offense to people at Twin Peaks, have some of the least attractive faces I've ever seen.
Yes. Oh man, Twin Peaks.
They're all shovel faces,
dude.
Fred.
And if you ain't dressed like you have money, they don't give a shit, man. They don't even. You don't even get a fucking refill.
That's a level below the strip club. That's what I think.
Yeah.
It's like
no Hooters. But
you can go.
Hooters, they're nice to you and shit.
Yeah. Fred, but think about this. If you go
Hooters for the sympathy.
If you go see our friends at the Trophy Club, you can get steak and lobster for only $10.
$10.
So be that, Twin Peaks.
Hell, and if you go to Lady and Lace, you can get some corned beef.
And the crabs are free.
I think they tore that down.
Oh, did they?
I'm sure that they did.
I'm sure they did. There was a lot of corned beef in there.
The gonorrhea took over.
L&L is gone, man.
The gonorrhea sucked it into a black hole.
I mean, are they still strip clubs out there?
Sure.
Those two.
As long as they're
because at one time, man, you had like 20 or 30.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if there was the one on Augusta. I don't know if that's still open or not.
Diamonds.
Divers 2.
Divers 2 is in Taylor's.
All right.
Oh,
well,
like Greer. It's like Greer.
All right.
Yeah, it's in Greer.
Yeah, because that's all you can eat.
My buddy said
in commercial they used to show on.
My buddy said that's where he wanted to go for his bachelor party. Was
Why do you look disgusted when you're saying?
Oh, because it was.
Because why would you want to go?
We went there. No, I wasn't.
No, I mean I know you gotta go. No, you gotta go.
I'm not opposed to go to strip club, but that strip club.
Yeah, that's nasty.
The tables was plastic lawn furniture. The white brittle plastic lawn.
They were the reject tables from Cheesecake Factory. So they had the menu on it, but you couldn't order anything.
I was like, how you supposed to get a lap dance in this chair? That's gonna break your shit.
Yeah, especially.
I told her, I was like, no, we gotta get the hell out of here, man. We gotta go. We go to another one, but
I'm trying to remember the last time I went to a strip club was Joel's bachelor party.
Sorry, buddy. Yeah, that was where one of our friends, we went to it. It's now a church. And one of our friends immediately hit the pizza bar and was like, this is the greatest pizza I've ever had. Like, if you're eating strip club pizza, we got to go.
Yeah, it's like, we got to get the fuck out of here as quick as we can.
We went to a strip club in Atlanta. They serve breakfast.
Yeah, I get that.
It's like powdered eggs. It's powdered eggs.
Yeah, but you've been there all night, man.
Yeah, I was saying, but hey, I ate that shit. It was good.
You get what you
like
get.
all the bacon. Like I don't know what kind of bacon that was, but like
it was that pre-made bacon. And it's like they just put in the microwave.
Yeah, that's it. Like, it was
super thin, like paper thin. Yeah,
it was straight.
Yeah, but it's all you can eat, so you can get a ton of it. Yeah.
It was the kind of bacon. It's bacon spelled with a K. It's BAKON. And you're like, oh shit,
it's bacon.
And eggs is EGS. We're like, we got bacon and egg. So
I'll have some of the yeller.
I'll have whatever he's having. I'll have what she's having. That's from a movie. All right, guys. Well, we hope you enjoyed the show. Don't go. You know what? Go patronize your local strip clubs. Tell them the Black Lincoln Collective sent you.
No, patronize them. Be like,
yeah, patronize. Like, hey, you're naked. Go on a cruise.
Go on a cruise.
You need to go on this cruise.
You just be on a Norwegian cruise.
I wonder if there are people who go on there just because they're like thinking there's going to be naked people on there. Like,
dude, I couldn't be trapped.
Well, I think
that reality hits you.
Well, I think that's a community. You know,
but like, there's 3,000 people on a cruise line.
I guarantee you, like 35% of them all know each other.
Sure.
Yeah,
probably a bunch of swingers too.
Yeah, but God, how could you even like?
Yeah.
I just don't know that I could trust like the tongs to pick up food or like the chair.
Well, no, I mean,
picking them up with their ass cheeks, man.
You know, it's
yeah, but dude, we're okay.
The people working the cruise aren't. I mean, there's no difference than when you go on a regular cruise. Some old dude puts his hand in the nuts and then he goes and picks them.
Right, but I don't see his nuts while he's doing that.
You know, well, his nuts are actually cleaner because they're being aired out.
The thing that I would be more concerned about is unfiltered farts.
Right. That's what I'm saying. There's no barrier.
Bare butt farting.
Right.
All in the air. You know what I mean? You got no kind of barrier between your
like, honey, I can't get to Puerto Rico.
Breathe.
Nope. I can't wait to eat some Jamaican food.
You know, because you imagine they're still going to have all the shows.
Right, there's going to be naked people in the audience.
They're going to have the comedy show.
Is the band naked? Like,
no, I don't think the people who work there are naked.
The people on the cruise are going to be fine. It's the people that are going on the cruise
Right.
So, it's not going to be Captain. It's not going to be Captain Stubby showing his stubby.
I would be like, fuck it, I'm about to join these people. You know what I mean?
Well, you never know.
Yeah, but the people on the cruise, the people who work at the cruise are attractive.
The people that work the crew actually are attractive.
Yeah. Right.
They don't have the ugly cruise director.
Golly, boy.
Oh man. Well, enjoy that thought. We're gonna leave you with that. If anybody does go on the cruise, feel free to call in the show, tweet the show.
Send Matt pictures.
Send me pictures so I can forward them straight to Allan.
Yeah,
we'll make him the picture of. Oh God! All right, time to go, everybody. On behalf of myself, Little Dick, and Fred, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
The Black Lincoln Collective Podcast.
BLC Food Buffet.
Oh, God. BL seen too much on this cruise.
We are laughing. And we are very good friends. Good buddies sharing a special moment.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Just hang loose, blood. She's gonna catch up on the rebound on the med side.
Oh, what a day. What a day.
Well, that's all, folks.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Goddamn hip. Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
As you know, I'm a man of special needs.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.